All right. We getting this episode started out in an unusual way only because we had an interaction on Twitter. You know, we do the independent spotlight every week with musicians that are up and coming or underground or whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
And we had an interaction where we sent out a request for people to submit their music, and then just an avalanche of responses came back.
Not to mention, I just want to thank everybody who put their music down below, because it truly made us feel good as two up-and-coming podcasters to have so many people come up there and submit their music and like and retweet. So I just want to thank everybody who put their music out.
Yeah, thank you. Thank everybody for that. But we had a couple of young people this time put some music through. So we have a young woman, young lady, up and coming singer, actress by the name of Ashlyn Prince, and
Ashlyn Price.
Yes, Ashlyn Price. Why? I keep taking one of the N's off the end of her first name and putting it in her second name. That's my fault. I'm having some troubles. But Ashlyn Price, she made an educational rap song about the Revolutionary War, and it was just so good that we had to give this some shine before we get into our usual vulgarness.
Yeah, I couldn't just let this slide. Like a tweeting this out wasn't gonna be enough. Y'all gotta hear this.
Yeah, let's play it.
All right, let's go.
Run their mouths off, wind up dead. What time is it? Showtime, like I said. Showtime. Yeah, I'm John Lawrence in the place to be. 2 pints of Sam Adams, but I'm working on 3. Ha! Those red coats don't want it with me, 'cause I pop, chicka pop, the starts till I'm free. Oui, mamma mia, je me fais la Lafayette. The Lancelot of the Revolution that is that. I came from afar just to say bonsoir to the king, 'cause a toi, who's the best? C'est moi.
Oh my God!
I am Hercules Mulligan, up in 11, and yes, I heard your mother say, come again.
Come on, man. Y'all better stop playing with this little girl.
Honestly, Ashlyn, I'm gonna be straight up serious with you. You came, you posted that, and you had some of the best rap music I heard on the podcast so far. This goes into top notch
verses. Recovery Hall of Fame.
This goes in the Recovery Hall of Fame. You up there with a bunch of guys you don't even know, like City Pyramids and the whole As Us Collective and Nico Porter, but you don't know about those guys. You don't know about those guys.
She made me want to learn about the Revolutionary War again.
Exactly. So I just had to.
Bless me.
I had to shine some light on this. I had to. It was no letting this just fly past and nobody speaking about this. So, and I wanted to be as censored as I could. That's why we did it at the beginning. So when you finally get the link and we tag you and stuff, you can just go in and listen to it, and you ain't got to hear the rest of the craziness.
Yeah, it's right at the beginning.
It's right at the beginning.
I know that your accounts, it says it up there, is run by your parents, so we don't want to subject a young person to what's about to come next. But we just wanted to give a nice shout out to this educational rap song, speaking French and everything.
Yeah, that's my favorite part too. Like, so keep up the good work, and I wish nothing but good fortune.
Yep. All right, let's get to the intro.
And I'm still doing shit that'll make somebody call them. I know money isn't everything, but having it feel lost. I'm not a stain on them, clean off some living Steve Austin. Hit the weed coffin, ironic, don't hit the tree off. But I make paper ballin' in my ice like Daryl Dawkins. This and beat posting blocking, I feel like nobody on it. Keeping it 100 till the day I'm at my funeral. Kept me running through the green. I'm Troy in High School Musical.
Today,
let's just say like a moment of silence first. It's been 29 people killed in the past 24 hours. If you count the shooting from last week, it's been like 33 or 34 people killed in a week in just mass shootings alone, and like 60 to 80 people injured. So let's just be quiet for a second. All right, take it away.
all right. There has been 2 mass shootings in the last 24 hours and 3 mass shootings in the last week. 1 in Dayton, Ohio. 1 in El Paso, Texas. And wasn't one at like this garlic festival?
Yeah, the garlic festival, which took place in it's actually called the Gilroy Garlic Festival.
Mm-hmm.
It takes place in California.
Okay, I was thinking California, but I wanted to get it completely right.
And he killed 3 people according to the story I have pulled up right now.
Yeah, and it
But
was
it might have
9.
been more.
It was 9 people killed in Dayton, Ohio.
9 people killed in 30 seconds, they said. They said the only reason why he didn't kill hundreds of people is because the police response was immediate, because the police were pretty much already on the scene. And
Honestly,
El Paso, 20 people.
this mass shooting stuff is becoming way too common in our society, in America.
This mass shooting stuff, if you look at the history of America, America is like the country with the most mass shootings in the history of the world.
It is.
And on top of that, like, look at everything that has happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
To stop terrorism, right?
Yeah.
From the point of the travel ban.
Yep, travel bans.
Guantanamo Bay.
Yep.
But the most terrorists that we ever have are domestic terrorists,
Mm-hmm.
from these 3 people who did these mass shootings, to Dylan Roof, to the shoe bomber, to Timothy McVeigh, to people from all these types of people, the Columbine shooters.
Mm-hmm.
The most terrorist attacks happen from people born right on this soil. Down to the planned terrorist attack that was planned. Listen how crazy this is. The planned mass shooting at Obama's first inauguration.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear about that one?
I haven't heard about that one.
You want me to tell you why it stopped?
Why?
It was a mass shooting plan and a bombing plan. It could have been at the second inauguration. It was at definitely one of Obama's inauguration by white nationalists.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to tell you how that never happened?
How?
It never happened because he just so happened to be abusing his wife, right?
He just so happened to be
He
abusing
just
his
so
wife.
happened to be an abuser, and she, so scared for the safety of her daughter, killed him.
Mm.
She was a lady, if you ever remember, it was a lady who killed her husband, and she got sentenced, and she had to become a felon, but the sentence was fully suspended, meaning she never had to go to jail.
Uh-huh.
She just had to be convicted.
Yeah, as a felon.
Mm-hmm. They found in the garage of her house the plans for the attack on the inauguration with homemade bombs and thousands of rounds of ammunition. Let's not forget about the Vegas shooter too.
Yep, Vegas. And a lot of people got hurt there. And
He killed
and I don't I was talking about that Vegas shooting at work a few days ago, and I just wanted to throw some things out there. how is it that a guy can go in and out of a hotel with several different bags and you have him on video doing it? Like, it's on the security cameras. They released the footage of him going up and down the stairs with several different bags, big bags. Mm-hmm. How does that not draw a red flag?
And you in Vegas, that's I would say you not drawing a red flag about that because of where he's at. Mm-hmm. And they see all type of weird craziness happen in that city itself. That's why it was right for an attack of that sort, because he was out there where all type of weird shit is happening at anyway. Mm-hmm. So nobody is batting two eyes at somebody walking in and out of a Vegas hotel with a bunch of bags.
I mean, I guess you can say that, but I still think it should be some things done in certain situations like that. If you see something that looks overly suspicious.
Now, in light of the shooting that I woke up to, mm-hmm. after going to sleep with one last night.
Yeah, they were only 13 hours apart.
Yeah, going to sleep with a shooting, woke up to a new one, and oh, by the way, this past week there was already one. Mm-hmm. It was a epidemic of mass shootings just broke out in a 5 or 6 day span. I want to ask the question. I posted this on Twitter, right? Mm-hmm. And I posted this on Twitter, and next thing you know, I look back up there and it was gone, and I didn't delete it. Mm-hmm. I don't know where it went, but it's not there anymore. But how? This is exactly what I said. I said 2 mass shootings in the past 24 hours, 3 mass shootings in the past 5 days, right? Mm-hmm. None of these shooters looked Hispanic to me. So why are the Hispanic people the ones that we got in cages?
That's a good question. I haven't even seen what any of the shooters look like, honestly.
All white.
I mean, I knew
that's
that.
That's what they are. Spoiler alert. Why in this country right here are the people that are coming here? You can say they're coming here illegally. I mean, if that's a fact, that's a fact, right? If that's a fact, I can't say nothing about it, right? Mm-hmm. Well, why is it such such a urgent response now that Trump is in office? Has been such an urgent response to illegal immigration. I mean, rounding them up in mass. Got concentration camps built all around this country to hold them. Why is it such an urgent response to that? Mm-hmm. But ain't nothing being done to curb this mass shooting shit. Nothing. Because I ain't here for none of them conspiracy theories that none of this shit was staged. Tell that to the dead people that this is staged. I ain't here for none of that. None of this. How does this keep happening, bro?
I don't think it's staged. It can't be staged if you really want to be honest. It's people who really died out here, and if you really come and you say that's staged, that's. I mean, we got to be fair. How?
We got to be fair as you can be in a situation like this. I'm not out here just to attack white people and say they all senseless murderers, because that's not the case. Mm-hmm. It's been mass shooters of other races. Yeah. The guy who shot up the Budweiser plant where he worked, if that's where he worked, I believe it was a Budweiser plant. He was black.
Yeah, that was the black dude. And then
the Virginia Tech shooter, he was Asian.
Yeah, he was Asian.
He was of Asian descent. So I'm not just out here to say, oh, these white people are the problem. I'm out here to say these fucking Americans are the problem. The Americans are causing the most fucking trouble for America.
Mm-hmm. But we have so many travel bans and ICE and all this type of stuff to keep other people out when they're not even doing anything. It's the Americans.
Everybody is doing something.
Yeah.
Let's not like everybody is doing fucking something, bro. But imagine this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine now that we had 3 mass shootings by white men in the past 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine the government building concentration camps and rounding up every white male off the street, putting their ass in there. Imagine.
That's the thing, though, I can't imagine it because it's so unlikely to happen.
It ain't so unlikely. It'll never happen.
Yeah. But how do I imagine something like that?
That's the thing.
It's never something like that wouldn't even be thought of.
That's the thing, man. That's the thing. The thing about that is that's the logic that the immigration and the build a wall and all of that shit is operating off of. Some of them are bad, so we got to keep them all out.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Till it's had to come time to where fucking civilians have had to protect people who weren't born here from ICE rounding them up. I seen it. I seen the videos where the civilians stood there for hours in a standoff with ICE agents refusing to let them pass to pull the father and son out of the van on their own property. So I don't care if they illegally immigrated here or if somebody in the family did. Shit, if they get here and start contributing to the economy, nigga, why you want to treat them like second-class citizens, right? What did these motherfuckers who did these mass shootings contribute to anything? Shit, one of them was like 19 years old. He was barely fucking old enough to contribute nothing but this mass shooting that he did.
Mm-hmm.
The one from the Garlic Festival.
Yeah.
The one in Ohio, I don't know his age.
They didn't release his age, but I mean, who? This is another thing. If you got someone, I mean, and I don't know how you even could judge this, but from what it says, he had body armor.
Right.
Like, how does that not draw a red flag? Like, what else would you need body armor for?
Right. I don't think it drew a red flag because he had to obtain that shit illegally.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't go through the proper channels to get that. I don't even think you're allowed to have it.
And how does he kill dozens in seconds?
He killed 9 people in 30 seconds. And he
injured dozens, but
injured
he
like
injured
26
people and killed 9 people in under a minute.
Bro, I mean, I'm not some motherfucker out here screaming for gun control to the point where I want them to take all the guns away.
Yeah, neither am I.
Right? Because I got a gun. I might buy more, but I'm not about to go murder a bunch of people with mine. But the thing about it is, if you want to be honest, nigga, the way he was able to do that was the type of weapon he had access to. Because the craziest thing about it is you at the point where I bought my weapon, you had to go through a hell of a lot more shit to get the little handgun that I got. Like, I had to go, and I'm in a state with lenient gun laws. I'm in a state with open carry where as long as the gun ain't reported stolen and as long as you have it visible, you can carry it around at your free will. You can just slap it in a damn holster and go.
So basically he had an AR style weapon.
Yeah, he had an assault rifle. The thing about it is, like, when I bought my pistol, I had to go to the sheriff's office. I had to get the permit. I had to turn in the permit. And I had to go through a background check. While I was doing all of that, that's like a 2-3 week process. I saw a boy that was 19 years old walk in the store with $1,500 and walk out the store with an AR-15 all at once. The only thing they did was a background check. He had came to the store like 2 days before, submitted the information that he needed to submit to them for the background check. And on the day that I was picking up my pistol, after a 3-4 week ordeal, to get a pistol. He walked out with an AR-15 that can fire 3 different styles of bullets. For the 7.62 bullets, 22 long rifle bullets, and those other ones that start with a fucking 5.56 bullets. That shit can fire all that.
And basically, he walked out of the store with that in less than 15 minutes, you would say.
He walked out the store. All he had to do was sit up there and verify that the money wasn't fake. And they handed him the fucking rifle and he was gone. That's the crazy. That's how he was able to kill 9 people and injure 26 others in 30 seconds. And they said they feared he would, if the police response would have just took 10 minutes, he would have got hundreds of people. The boy in El Paso also had an assault rifle, and the boy at the Garlic Festival also had an assault rifle. The boy in El Paso, fuck that boy shit. The man in El Paso, these is grown men, they was making grown man decisions. The man in El Paso who committed the mass shooting killed 20 people in a Walmart. Just stalking people up and down the aisles. All these people born right here on this soil, bro. None of them immigrated here, bro. Like, all of them born here. And I don't, like, it's reckless to blame this kind of thing on Trump. I ain't gonna say, oh, it was definitely Trump's fault.
No, I can't even blame this on Trump.
Hold on. Bro, do you know the facts of that El Paso case? This nigga drove from 600 miles to get to a border town. He didn't just pop up in his town and start shooting white people. He drove 600 miles to El Paso, a border town that's predominantly Hispanic, and started shooting people over there.
See, I didn't know that.
So, of course, Trump ain't out here saying, go murder people, right? But the bullshit that he's putting forward is making some of these delusional people think when they do shit like this, they carrying out the fucking law on his behalf. The ones that ICE can't round up, I'll just kill. Shit like that. He was not from El Paso. You know, Texas is a big ass fucking state. It can take you like 10 hours to drive from end to end of it. So this dude drove, basically, he drove the amount of distance across Texas that it would take for us to get from here to Florida to go do a mass shooting.
And that's the one that they didn't kill him, did they?
No, they caught him. He got apprehended.
The
Garlic Festival guy killed himself, and the Dayton, Ohio shooter was killed by the police. Like, they took no questions. They took no chances on apprehending him. They shot him on sight.
The guy was 21.
Yeah, so like the
so all of these guys were young, if you would say.
The Garlic Festival shooter was 19 years old. He murdered himself. After he did all of that shit, took the fucking coward's way out. At that. After you went up there and you was man enough to shoot all type of people and try to murder people that was out there not having nothing to do with fucking with you. You took the coward's way out and shot yourself so you wouldn't have to face the consequences. So, nigga, you was less than a man anyway to me. You was less than a man because you had the balls to kill people, kill random people, but you didn't even have the balls to go sit in front of a jury. You ain't even have the balls to go get arrested or sit in front of the court. You ain't have the balls to do none of that. You ain't have the balls to go before a judge. You ain't have the balls to try to plead insanity. You just took the coward's way out. Oh, I'm going to kill myself now. The same way the Columbine shooters did. You know what I'm saying?
It's just sad when this is what you got to look up to. Being this is the place you live in.
You out here wondering, like, this is the type of shit that make you wonder, like,
what has happened
can
to
I
me?
go to fucking Walmart in peace? Like, you looking up over your shoulder, you thinking, like, if this starts happening, what do I do?
No, and it's crazy because, I mean, I'm only 20, right?
Right.
This stuff like this already has me thinking, do I need to go buy a gun? Do I need to go buy a gun to protect my family and the people that I'm with if anything like this rings off? And I'm young. Like, I shouldn't have to think about this. I shouldn't have to think about what I need to protect myself in a place that I feel like that is my home, really.
I mean, it is your home.
That's what I'm saying. This is my home. Why do I have to look over my back for somebody looking to do a mass shooting in a place that I call home?
And the thing about it is, right, that's the thing. We can do that. We can say that. Because of where we live, you can go get armed easily. What about the people? This is the thing about following the law, right?
Uh-huh.
Think about following the law is when you a law-abiding citizen and you live in somewhere where guns ain't readily available to the public like they are here. Nigga, you don't have a gun, but all the fucking criminals got them.
Yeah.
Like, cause they not giving a fuck about the law. So if you somewhere in a mass shooting break out in like New York, the hoops you gotta jump through in New York to get a gun, you might not have a gun, but the dudes who planning on doing this type of stuff has them
Already.
So a lot of people can't even think like you thinking, because they don't have the opportunity to even get armed. But like that's the kind of shit that politics. That's the kind of tricks they play on, right? Because they'll take advantage of the mindset, right? Of now I got to get armed to protect myself. To say that's why we don't need gun control and that's why we don't need to restrict guns.
No.
Like, but listen though, they'll take advantage of that mindset to say that, and then at the same time, they don't want you to argue that we need gun control, even though that same mindset of I need to get armed now is the same thing that's giving the advantage to motherfuckers to go get armed and do these mass shootings, because they put you in a catch-22. Do you want gun control to where it's harder for people to get these guns, but then people who are going to do illegal shit with them are going to get them anyway, anyhow? Or do you want to lobby for more to keep the gun freedoms, and then that'll just make it easier for the criminals to get them, even though they would have got them either way? Like, it ain't really no winning in this situation. Like I said, I'm not somebody out there hollering for gun control. I'm just looking at it from an objective perspective. What was you saying now?
I was just saying something along the lines of, if I see all these mass shootings happening, it's going to only make me want a gun more, because I'm still going to want to protect myself. Because if I see that it's easy for one of these people who do these mass shootings to just go get an assault rifle, as long as they got $2,200 or less, and they can get 1,000 rounds for $270, because I just looked it up. You can buy 1,000 rounds for $270. If it's so much as just a click on a button you gotta click on the computer for you to buy something like that, I need a weapon. I need something that's gonna protect me and my family if somebody just so happens to shoot up a Walmart while I'm in there. Because now that's what I'm thinking. Like, it's no getting around this situation. It's either you have to be prepared for this stuff to happen, or you fall victim. And that's sad to say, because it shouldn't be this way.
Oh, you're right, it shouldn't, but it is. It is. And again, we go back around to the point. I'm not up in here beating the drum. I'm not up in here beating the race car drum.
No.
saying like, oh, white people this and Trump is
anybody can do this.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
This isn't just something white people are doing. If a black dude wants to shoot up he can do it.
Yeah,
if a Hispanic person wants to do it, they can do it. If an Asian person wants to do it, if he can do it. If an Arab person wants to do it, he can do it.
That's the thing. Like,
it's just,
we had a major terrorist attack from people of Middle Eastern descent on September 11th, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We had a major terrorist attack. I mean, I saw it happen live. Of course, I wasn't there. It just happened. I was in school when it happened, and one of the teachers came in and said one of the Twin Towers just got hit. And my teacher said, what? And she turned on the news. And as she turned on the news, about 30 seconds to a minute later, as it happened live, the second tower got hit by the other plane. I saw it as it happened in real time.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a whole fucking internment camp erected in Cuba to house up people who you might even think might have had something to do with it, or who you might even think might try it in the future, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guantanamo Bay. 2001, the attack happened. 2002, Guantanamo Bay open, right?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is gonna be done about the people from America? Why is that shit only being handled on a case-by-case basis when the other attacks, the major one, was handled on a fucking mass scale, bro? They opened up a damn concentration camp to throw people in because of that one.
Because you can't put Brandon, Patrick, Tom, Thomas, and other people like that with those names into places like that. You can't put them in things. America itself is not gonna let a mass. What's the word I'm looking for? A mass collection of white people.
Sweep of Americans happen.
And it's not even white people. It's Americans. They're not gonna let that happen. But
I think this country is sometimes.
If I'm gonna just be honest with you, and I don't care how this sounds.
Go ahead.
Let's hypothetically speaking, let's say this week right here, it was just straight black people who did this. Let's say it was 3 mass shootings by black people.
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell me that it wouldn't be a whole heap of black people being hemmed up just because of this.
If you want me to be honest, I think it'll be a more severe response than it has been to the white people, but I don't think the response would be as severe as it was to the Middle Easterns, or severe as it was or severe as the immigration response has been. You know why? Because black people are a known quantity, bruh. We've been in this fucking country since it started.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even though we weren't here by choice, but we've been here since the country got going.
Mm-hmm.
Middle Eastern people and people who immigrated here as the country gained its independence, gained its autonomy, and then gained some semblance of civil rights, if you want to call them that. They start coming over here recently. Black people been here for 300-400 years, right? They've been here since it started. That's why I don't think it would be, because, right, we are known quantity. We're not the unknown to the powers that be, as Hispanic people are the unknown for the most part, and Middle Eastern people are the unknown to the powers that be, because they start coming here a lot more recently than we did.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't think this is just my opinion. I don't think the response would be as harsh, because it was the massive attack that it was, right? The massive attack that it was it was fucking a response that's so deep that to this day, your ass can get locked the fuck up for claiming ISIS.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh, that fucking Elliot Rodger put video after video up hinting that he was gonna go on a fucking killing spree.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody paid attention until after he killed like 8 people on the streets of California. Did you see his videos?
I didn't.
Elliot Rodger, if you pull him up, you'll recognize him. He was like the child of a famous of a movie director. His father worked on the Hunger Games. Maybe not a director, but a person that's in the movie business. He was rich. And his fucking whole beef was that women didn't like him. And he felt like he deserved women more than other people who he felt were below him that were getting the women that he felt should be attracted to him.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga made fucking video manifestos.
Hold on.
He's sitting in his black BMW.
I know. I saw that. I know exactly who you're talking about because I watched those.
Yeah, and next thing you know, nobody gave a fuck until he went on a killing spree.
I know
And
exactly.
you go on the internet and start saying that you fucking fuck with ISIS, you going to fucking jail immediately.
Mm-hmm.
If you say you aligned with some Middle Eastern terrorist group, you going to jail. But this dude sat up here and told you this day is going to be the day of retribution.
Mm-hmm.
This day is happening. All of you are going to be sorry. He sat on a video and said when it was going to happen, and nobody paid that shit any attention until after the people were dead.
And that's sad.
You understand me? Shit, man. It'll never, I don't think of any American, anything that's American based. I don't think it'll never be a fucking mass sweep of people to try to stop this shit from happening the way it's been a mass sweep of other races, not races, of other nationalities to stop. Man, President Trump done straight up in so many words said he wants fucking white foreigners to immigrate here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm paraphrasing. That's not an exact quote. But he wants white foreigners to immigrate. He done sat there relishing in the fucking send her back fucking chance that these bums out here in our home state in the city of Greenville was fucking chanting. Let alone he relished in that and then got up on the fucking interview the next day and lied, said he told people to stop. Nigga, I watched the video. No, you didn't. You ain't tell nobody to stop saying that shit. Like people, like the people who support this motherfucker is so gullible, they'll sit up there and believe lies that they saw proof of to the opposite of just the damn day before. Right, you want the motherfuckers to immigrate here that's doing this shit. Bro, what was the other mass shooting? Wasn't it like in fucking Sweden, my nigga?
Mm-hmm.
Well, nigga, and then what was the other one? One that was in like New Zealand or something? Like in 2012? Or it was one of those Scandinavian countries where the dude shot like 49 fucking people. And that's what the fuck you want to bring more of that shit here? It might have been in the Netherlands or something. It was in one of them Scandinavian countries. Shit, let me get the facts right.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. But I honestly want to see what's going to happen next. I want to see is it anything that's going to come from this? Being that this is happening constantly. Because I remember it was just like yesterday I was sitting in the cafeteria at my school and I'm watching the people on CNN talk about the shooting that happened in Vegas. And I was in there when they was talking about the church one.
Right.
Where the guy went up in there and shot up the church. Because those didn't happen too far apart either. So, And they were all, and it's still that they were both Americans. So I just want to know, is it anything that's going to happen to either make guns harder to get or make more severe psychological checks amongst people that are trying to get these crazy guns that can just shoot at such high powers and shoot all these different calibers of bullets and all type of stuff? Because this is just outrageous at this point for me to be, because even me, if I got enough money to go get a AR-15, I can go buy it no matter what it can do, you know?
Right.
Like, I'm looking on just a random gun store website, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I see all types of guns that are just, I mean, like, it's crazy. And you can buy all types of high capacity magazines and drums and just everything, and you can just buy it and it comes directly to your doorstep as long as you're 21.
And the shooting Norway, that's the one I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Dude killed like 69 people died like from in that shit in 2011, bro. And that's the people President Trump said he wanted immigrating here. Well, motherfucker, come on, man. Come on, man. I'm sure there's been a Hispanic mass shooter, my nigga. I ain't seen him. Like, it probably has. I haven't heard about him in my lifetime. But that's the people we got in cages. That's all I'm saying, nigga. The last few ones I heard about have been American bred. American bred. I don't know if the Virginia Tech shooter was born in America, so let's say not him. He might have been the outlier. But the last mass shootings, fresh in my mind, the 3 from this week, Sandy Hook, the Vegas shooter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dylan Roof. All
Adam
white.
Lanza, Stephen Paddock, Nicholas Cruz, James Holmes.
He Nicholas Cruz, he was Hispanic. There he is. We found him. He was part Hispanic. He was the one who did it in Parkland, Florida.
Yeah.
He was the one who did it in Parkland, Florida, shot up the high school. And then the black dude who shot his job up. But Nicholas Cruz didn't fucking immigrate here. Mm-hmm. That nigga was raised over there where he did the shooting at. Man, I'm out of stuff to say about this. I just had to voice an opinion.
The same exact thing. Because this is becoming way too common, and it's to the point where, like, you have to look over your shoulder. Because, I mean, I even remember it was a mass shooting at a pool. Do you remember that one?
No.
The guy just opened fire at a pool. That one wasn't too long ago either. That was was like last year.
I don't remember it, brother.
Bro, Google it, bro. The guy, he just stood up and just opened fire at like a pool. I can't remember exactly where it was, but it's to the point where you can't feel safe anywhere. You can't feel safe at a Walmart. You can't feel safe at a concert. You can't feel safe anywhere.
San Diego pool party?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the exact one I'm talking about. That was like last year, wasn't it?
It was in 2017. He was mad over his fucking girlfriend leaving him.
Yeah, and it's...
didn't shoot her. And not that he should have. Just shot random people. I mean...
It's just... You need a weapon nowadays.
Yeah, and that's the mentality right there that's going to keep weapons from being controlled. Because the NRA is going to say people need to feel safe.
Yeah.
That's what they going to say. You know what I mean? But, I mean, I just wanted to talk about it. I'm pretty much out of things to say about this until, unfortunately, the next one probably happens. That's the bad part about it. Okay. Man, shit is heavy.
And it's heavy. Like, talking about stuff like this is so heavy to the point where you don't even know how to go into another topic.
Yeah, because the other topics we got is fucking nonsense.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you go from something as serious to this is to talking about something else crazy. Like,
yeah, the other topics we got are nonsense about rappers and shit. So, I mean, we just have to make a...
I don't know how to make this smooth enough.
No, it ain't gonna be. We're gonna have to make a jagged transition.
Should I pause this and get myself together before I But I mean,
no. Let's just keep it moving. We already made this awkward enough. Like let's just keep it moving.
ASAP Rocky is free.
Yeah. I don't really got much to say about that. He still got to await a verdict, I think.
No, for real.
Yeah, but they let him come home. They let him come back to America. He shouldn't go to jail. Mm-hmm. He shouldn't spend another second in jail. He shouldn't have been in that in the first place. You know why? Because if you watch the whole video and you walk the other direction and you walk the other direction and you walk the other direction, and this motherfucker keep following you when you end up beating the shit out of him after you tried to defuse the situation over and over again, to me, he just got what he had coming to him.
And that's another thing. If I tell somebody one time, all right, bro, leave me the fuck alone. If they following me,
nigga,
he don't stop.
Please.
That's what I'm saying. Like, please leave me alone. Please leave me the fuck alone. Bro, back up. After that, I'm just gonna slap the shit out of you, and we gonna figure out if you want to leave me alone. Then
the only thing I'll say that he fucked up at is what Lord Jamar said.
What?
Lord Jamar said he should have just let the bodyguard whoop his ass and not did nothing, because that's what the bodyguard is there to do.
What's the name said the same thing? Dave East.
Yeah.
Dave East said, I mean, he should have just let the bodyguards fight.
Yeah, the bodyguards
do their job.
Beat his ass. So that's what he should have done. So yeah, Dave East and Lord Jamar had it right.
But Dave East also said if he ain't boycotting New Zealand. He said if they got some money for him, he going.
I mean, he don't got no reason to boycott him. Shit. Was it New Zealand? It wasn't like Sweden.
Yeah, Sweden and shit. But
anyway,
I mean, I just wanted to. I'm glad the nigga home.
I don't got nothing else to say about much else, to tell you the truth.
Shit.
If you got any other topics, we can get into them. But if not, we can go to the independent artists.
Fucking goddamn nigga bitch. I don't know. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? Why niggas fucking do something, niggas? Drake released a fucking.
Released a microwavable album. That nigga sold y'all a fucking TV dinner and niggas was happy. I saw this girl on Twitter said, ain't this the same thing y'all do with Jordans? Yeah, niggas do that with Jordans that you can't buy anymore. And if you can buy them, at the point before the re-release, them shits is $1,000. You can stream these old ass Drake songs on any fucking platform.
Other than Apple Music, it was just. I mean, the nigga he released the songs on Apple Music. It was just a collection of old ass songs.
All he did was fucking find a way for old shit that he didn't even have to work on. All he had to do was put it out in a compilation. He found a way for old ass songs to hit the charts.
He did release another song though. It's called like Club Paradise.
I'm sorry, I don't care, man. I just don't think Drake.
I haven't even heard it.
Drake ain't must see TV to me, man. I know that nigga the most popular artist, and I know people love him, and I know even when he releases some music, will listen to it and think like, okay, this is kind of cool. I like this. I'm not looking forward to shit Drake does. When it comes out, it comes out. Other than that, if it never comes out, fuck it. I don't care if he never releases another fucking album in his life. That's just how I am about Drake. Drake's music. My opinion on Drake is the dictionary definition of indifference. If he releases something, I'll check it out. If he doesn't, I won't lose one wink of sleep.
Ghostface Killer is releasing a album on August 30th.
I'll listen to that. Just because the single I heard off of it was great. I heard it already, and it was a corny ass gangster movie for a video. It was ridiculous looking. Really, but I
Trippie Redd is also dropping pretty soon too.
Yeah, you know I'm gonna listen to that. But
that shit, Mac 10.
Mac 10 was a good song.
I like that shit.
I like it too, but why the fuck did he let them niggas do all the rapping on his song? Like, I mean, they did a good job, but I came to the Trippie Redd song expecting to hear him, not to hear him just sing a hook. Shit, it could have been they song featuring him for all I know.
Yeah, this album cover is fucking cool though. Ghostface Killers.
Bruh, Ghostface is the nigga.
That shit looks pretty cool. I don't see fucking Raekwon up here though.
Yeah, they ain't gonna be all on each other's album covers all the time, but
nah, he's not in the track list.
On each other's album all the time either.
I mean,
but,
I would think them niggas would be in the shit.
Yeah, because some of them think I might be mistaken, but I don't think Ghostface is on the Lex Diamond Story Raekwon album either. But that album ain't good anyway. But all right, man.
Yeah,
ready we can get to the independent artists.
Yeah, I don't really got it. It's just a bunch of bullshit going around in rap right now, so I don't even feel the need to talk about it no more. So we gonna get into these independents. You wanna go first?
Yeah, let's go. Today, the independent spotlight is not gonna be rap heavy. So
no, it's not. It's not.
It's
rap
gonna
heavy
be. It's some
all,
rap.
or...
It's some techno, and it's some like I don't know what to call her music.
Greatness. How about that?
Yeah, we can call it that.
Greatness.
All right, so let's go. We can start with GCM Audio.
Okay.
Go up to his track.
Let me get it to the beginning.
Let's do that.
You want to do it in the background again, or you want to just?
Since it's an instrumental, we can let it play. We can talk over this one. It's called Citadels by GCM Audio. He's it's not EDM. It's like electronic techno type music. I love this type of shit. Just spoiler alert.
And honestly, I fucks with it too. This was my first time hearing it today, so
let's go. Let that beat build. Man, I swear. Release some volume. Turn it back up some. Nobody can hear that. Nobody can hear that.
Right, this sounds like I was about to say this earlier and then you stopped me. This sounds like I'm in the nightclub, right? You know those nightclubs where they have the women dressed like they dancing in the above everybody.
In like a cage?
They in the cage dancing
with strobe lights?
Half naked with the strobe lights going. It ain't even colored strobe lights, it's just black and white. Then at the front you got the big dude, like the dude with the big speakers and he's on the turntables. He got like one ear in him, but he going crazy and everybody dancing and stuff. And I'm on my John Wick shit. I'm out there with the silencer on, just pop, pop, hitting the bad guys crazy. Like I'm in there, I'm tripping. And then I get to the fight, and they don't even notice I'm out here murdering all these people in the movie. In the movie. Yeah. I'm in a movie right now. We ain't even on that other type of stuff. Yeah. I'm in the movie doing this.
Right.
And we get to the part where the music, you can still hear the music, but it's kind of in the background a little bit. Where I'm in there getting the knife fight going with the swords, and bro, I'm in a full suit too. I can't be in nothing else. I'm in a full suit, so.
And you're basically the Black John Wick.
I'm the Black John Wick. I'm John Wick / Blade because I can't. It's not normal people. They're like vampires. So I can't. No, I forgot. That was the whole. I forgot the whole part. They're not even normal people. I'm fighting like vampires, ghouls, and goblins right now. So,
Bro,
but I'm still in a suit.
This joint make me feel like every time I listen to his music, I feel like I'm inside a kaleidoscope. Bro. I'm like, it's like I'm on an LSD trip without even having to take the drug. You know what I'm saying? Listen at that. Can't you just see colors and flowers and shit just popping up all around you right now?
Bro, it is good.
The sun is rising over the horizon. It just rained last night. The street is wet and you can see the sunlight bouncing up off the pavement.
And I can also hear this in fourth.
Look, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I sent this to Hospital Records last time we did this. Bro, this man is a masterful fucking techno producer.
He is. I can't deny him that one.
Man, Ayo, London Electricity. Where you at, man? You got talent out here. You need to come down from your high Hospital Records throne and look around. You ready to get to the next joint?
Yeah, this is one of them songs that if I'm ever in a position where I'm fighting vampires in a full black suit, double-breasted suit, with some Stacey Adams,
right?
And I got black sunglasses on, and I got a flat top, not too high. I will be listening to this song while I kill those vampires.
All right.
I love this. I love this song. This song makes me feel good. It makes me want to drive fast and kill zombies and vampires and stuff. So,
yeah.
GCM Audio, you the man.
Right.
You the man.
All right,
We're gonna pause that. Next, I'ma just. I fell in love with this song from the very first time I heard it.
Go ahead. Well, let's say her name.
Hold on. It's Sophie Stewart.
What's the name of her song?
Blonde and Blue.
All right, let's get it.
Hold on. I want to give a few words before I play this song. This is one of those songs that puts me in the mind of Elena Davis's There Has Been a Murder. This song right here, I don't get this feeling about too many types of these songs right here, but this is one of them songs that I was just like, man, more people have to hear this song. This song cannot go unnoticed, and she needs every piece of fame, every piece of everything that she can get from this song. And I'm gonna play it. I'm not gonna say a single word while this song is being played either. I just want the people that hear this to hear. If you ever have a concert in North Carolina, I will be in the front row with my lighter waving with the flashlight on my phone, rocking from side to side to hear you perform this song.
We're rocking from side to side right now with the flashlight song right up here in the room.
I would love to hear this song performed live. This song is beautiful.
Right.
And honestly, this song, I'm gonna talk about more of these songs, more of your music. Yeah, that's wild. But I love this song. You wanna?
Bro, this song right here, man. You know what I love about it? I love the I always go back to something when I hear songs, especially in this style, that if you're trying to put forth a sorrowful message, that I can hear it in the voice. Mm-hmm. And in the tones and in the pitches that you choose to sing, and in the instrumentation that you choose to sing over. Right? Mm-hmm. And that's the thing that she did perfect over this song. Like, she put the message of the sadness across in a perfect manner to me. Mm-hmm. She want to fall in love, but the guy or not the guy, the person introduced her as just a friend.
Yeah.
But that ain't what she's looking for. And you can hear that come across in the voice. That's all I got to say about it. I mean, it's a commendable job. And that's the way I look at it. I love the shit. I love it.
Do I need to, can I throw a movie? Can I throw a movie on this one?
Bro, if you want to.
This is, the movie wouldn't even be, the movie would be centered around this song where she's going around and performing, right?
Right.
But this is that song that she plays. Like, she, you know, in the movie, the love movies where somebody falls in love with her. The guy falls in love with her after he hears this song. Mm-hmm. Because this song is just that beautiful. Right. I love this song. But let's get into the next one. Who you want to get next?
Let's hit that one right there. You got to pull it up. This shit is this. Turn it up.
I love this song too, by the way.
Yeah, right.
You ready for it?
I'm ready. Hold on. Stop it. Reezy the Spill Kid. This is the Panorama remix featuring 10K Tato. Now, let's get into it.
I'm a rubber band, papa, young certified nigga. I can't swerve a band, cool, back, fill up with gorillas, nigga, new fucking whip, wood grain with vanilla. I just hop up in this shit, bounce out just like I am Tigger. I can see it in your eyes, boy, you really not a killer. Round racks, I just got richer, pour it up, I need a filler. I'm a real nigga, bitch, turn off that brass until I'ma fuck you to the spill. Getting money like a stripper, case closed, little bitch, I seal it up there like a zipper. New rags, bitch, spill too much and just got illa. Got some big money now, so fuck them Gucci slippers. Got a bad little bitch, ass bad looking thicker. Want the smoke just like a switcher. Take a shot.
Pause it, man. Look, this is one of them joints, man, that when you hear it, like, it's just it's immediately catchy, bro. Like,
yeah, it's catchy. Like, this is one of them. TK vibe songs. Like, this is one of them songs that, like, you know how The Race was, like, extremely catchy? Mm-hmm. This song is, if not more catchy than The Race.
Bro, my favorite shit, like, when I knew I wanted to talk about this joint, is when they said, I'm a real nigga, bitch, turn off that Bryson Tiller. I was like,
that's my favorite part
shit
of the
right
song.
There, bouncing in just like I'm Tigger. Like, did you catch that one?
I caught that one.
Nigga, I fucked with Winnie the Pooh. I ain't ashamed to say it. I fucked with it, too. And nigga, like, this is one of them joints, like, the beat already set up a vibe. It didn't need to be overly complicated. Mm-hmm. The beat just had one synthesizer line going across it and some drums and some bass. Right? Mm-hmm. And that type of thing works when you bring charisma to the track.
Yeah, he brought that.
Like, when you bring charisma to the track, a simplistic track can work. Everything, you don't have to have a fucking 50-piece orchestra playing over a beat for it to make a good song out of it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, in most cases, when people try to do too much is when they fuck up something.
Yeah. You like, same with fucking beats, like producing beats. If you try to do too much to a beat, you will fuck it up.
Yeah, so they had a vision of how they wanted this song to go. They went in the studio, they got the beat, they threw it on, and they just went off across the fucking beat. Mm-hmm. The vision of how this song was gonna go is like, I'm coming up, and I'm gonna hit this beat and talk my motherfucking shit.
Yeah. And
that's exactly what he did, and I can't do nothing but fuck with it for that.
Not to mention he did the shit well. Because there's a lot of niggas out here trying to do the same shit, but it's piss.
Let alone the video was fucking entertaining.
The video is entertaining, bro. The video is very entertaining, nigga.
I can't pull up in no coupe, my backseat filled with gorillas. See, I was catching all the bars. Like, there ain't no fucking. I ain't got no Lyric Genius page pulled up, nigga. I'm listening to that joint. Mm-hmm. Right.
This shit fire.
This shit knocks like everything that we put in the independent spotlight. It always knocks because we don't talk about shit that we don't like.
Then it wouldn't be fun.
Yeah, and it wouldn't be fun.
Last but not least is T. James with the song Pressure.
Let's go.
I'm gonna give a little insight on this one too. I seen T. James on he was one of the people in the Twitter. He posted a video of like a rap. Like him just sitting, like it was a video. And I was like, yeah, this nigga fire. So I went on to listen to his whole EP on Apple Music. Man, the shit was great. I fucked with it. So this is Pressure.
Right. Whenever you want to, Sound fucking Cloud. Let's go. Woo. Let's fucking at.
It's been a minute. I've been going through a lot, man, but what the fuck I'ma tell?
God damn it, DJ.
Besides y'all. 30 hertz straight up. DMs from my exes, I know that they miss me. The last one reached out to my sister, it seems a little iffy. Don't understand because she fucking with one of the homies. The little shorty probably thought that the nigga ain't know me. We used to talk about the future and having a baby. Years later, shit crazy, I had me a baby. Ironically, the mother is the homie's little cousin. I guess karma and revenge ain't that far from each other. I keep my distance from the bullshit, my past was enough. Wifey keep me level-headed, I know that she tough. She put up with my dumb shit even though it get rough. And you deserve the world, boo, and that still ain't enough. Reliving my glory days is never easy for me. I did a dream so I can go and chase easy money. Wasn't the best of decisions, but I made this shit work. I'm from the mud, so I relate if you come from the dirt. I've been stressing, trying to figure out a better way. I'm tired of being broken, acting like this shit okay. My BM hate me on the low, but I know that she need me. Niggas act like they the bro, but they're front when you need them. That's just a list of the random shit that I think about. Bigger checks, a better life, I gotta figure out. Wifey bugging, money calling, and these niggas greasy. If I told you what I've been through, you wouldn't believe me.
All right.
I've been stressing, trying to...
Bro, if this ain't the epitome of real nigga shit, I don't know what is, bro. The beginning of this song is some of the same shit I went through with one of my old hoes, bro.
Your old girlfriends.
Hoes.
Yeah, you got a grudge.
Nigga, I got a grudge, nigga. I went through that same shit in the first few seconds of this song. I went through it, bro. That's why I think I relate to this joint so hard, bro.
Right.
And he spit the whole song, bro. If you don't like this song, I don't understand how you don't like it, bro.
Yeah, man, because this is the type of track that if you did any type of living that you can relate to, man. Because this type of shit, like, it's that crazy shit that when you think you out there up in love, bruh, and the shit just goes all the wrong way.
For real.
Right. Nigga, that shit just goes all the wrong way. And now, bruh, I went through the part of like the chick wanting to reach back out to me after she did me fucking dirty. Nigga, years later, after she know she fucked up, she reaching back out to me like all is gone and forgotten. It's just forgiven because I ain't got time to sit around still fucking mad at you. But it ain't forgotten and you can never get back. Nigga, like I just enjoy hearing like an artist put voice to that type of thing. Mm-hmm. Like I enjoy hearing an artist take it and use their gift to not only to put across what type of situations that they might be going through at a certain point in time, but make it be relatable to all type of other people that might be going through the same situation. Because I mean, this type of situation ain't unique to him, but he did a good job portraying it on the song. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, as we always say in the independent spotlight, we always search for the things that we like, and then we find that we didn't even have to search. We just put the message out there, and the people brought the stuff to us. A surprising amount of people. As we speak, more people are still bringing this stuff to us. That's the crazy part about it. As we speak, more people, like I reload the Twitter, and more people are bringing this stuff to us. So we got a lot of material to go through, a lot of talented people that we can talk about on the show and use our small little corner of the internet to spread these talented artists to people who may have never heard them. But as for everything else, bruh, I'm done.
I'm done too. And we will have more independent spotlight on the next episode.
As we always do, nigga. This is our shit. Any motherfucker trying to copy it, we invented that.
We did.
Motherfucker. We out.